we got all of the vocals tuned, and now we're going to go grab those other tracks that didn't load in properly before, so got to figure out what's going on there. So Pro Tools is not recognizing them as a WAV file. I don't know if it's because they're missing an extension or something. So if I look at one of these, yeah, they have a .wav, so maybe I can put a .wav. Let's see if Pro Tools sees them now. Strings, cello, piano, harpsichord, copy. New tracks. So I'm going to send all of these to the two channels I haven't used yet, 23 and 24. So all selected. That's actually going to be my Burl out 7 and 8, I believe. And let's solo those and see what we got. So these are all mono. Here's piano and cello. So let's unsolo those and see what they sound like in the mix. That's just coming in flat on these channels right so far. I'm going to cut some of the with a high pass filter because that cello's not sounding quite right. Let's try some EQ on that. Presets are always kind of crazy, but generally what I'm going to want is more warmth. Cut the mids, probably lower than that. This is not the frequency I want, or it's got too much of right now. string part we haven't heard yet. Let's see what that's doing. Add some of the room sound to all these keyboards. They're very artificial sounding. See if we can get them to feel a little more natural. And since that's mono, it's kind of good enough. Got those keyboards in there. Let's apply some tricks to help. I want to help the kick cut through the bass and not compete with it so much. So I'm going to send the kick to a bus. I'm going to use this kick trigger one. It's not going to be a trigger, but I just want to get the kick to a bus, and then I'm going to bring on the bass, there's a plugin called Track Spacer, which is basically a dynamic EQ. And I'm going to key off of that kick trigger, and every time the kick hits, it's going to basically duck the bass so the kick pops through there. And by default, it's a little bit too strong, but you can see how much more the kick is much more audible now, which is nice. And it also makes the kick feel a little brighter, even though I didn't do anything to the kick. So this is without it. And with it, just opens it up a little bit. On the snare, I'm not going to trigger another snare drum, but I'm going to I don't want this to pick up the toms, so I'm just getting it so every snare hit is nicely getting picked up, but it's not getting anything else. And then I'm going to turn this gate on. So I already have a gate on the snare, but this is a really good gate too. And between the two of them, helps clean things up. Need to hold long enough so it still has the full length that we were getting. So that's one thing I want to do with trigger, but the other thing I want to do is actually add kind of a room sound. So we'll just go with Black Beauty. I'll just add the room energy sound. Play with this energy C2, let's see what the difference is. So you can see what that's adding to the snare now. So that's dry. it's fully triggered, so I'm just going to blend it in. Solo the snare. So similar to the room sound I added with the Bricasti. Just trying to get it a little bigger. And then you can adjust the length of it. I want it a little shorter. So let's see the difference between these two. So that's the regular one. And that's the C one. I like that C one, but it's just too long. So just playing by feel with the tempo of the song. That sounds about right. Then mix it into taste. I'm going to try to brighten up the snare just a little bit. So this is the snare bottom. Boosting it 8K. And then the snare top, I'm going to boost about 5K. Just a little bit. Okay, now I'm looking at span. Kind of get a sense of how we're doing. Should be pretty flat. Still got a little bit extra around 500, 600. So these acoustics, I boosted around that range. I might have overdone it, so let's back that off a little bit. I was trying to get them very thick. That might be better. I'm going to adjust that piano a little bit. Maybe compress that a little bit so it's not jumping out.